Dear humans, this is an adoption campaign, but it's not for me or Mr. Buttons or Frank over there. It's for you, humans. This is a call to humans to adopt our movement, to adopt our cause.
This isn't just about saving one of us.
It's about saving all of us.
Thousands of lives, every single day.
It's about support for every one of us four, and sometimes not four-legged best friends, waiting to meet a best friend of our own. With Best Friends Animal Society leading the charge.
Shelter by shelter. City by city.
We can save thousands of pets each day. Join us. Together we can save them all.
For Pet Connect, I'm Tara Douglas. If you want to walk dogs this weekend, we'll be at the Sylacauga Animal Shelter Saturday from 11 to 1. But do watch the Facebook page. If we have storms on Saturday, it looks like it's going to rain. We may have to cancel it or postpone it. So make sure to watch. But as far as we know, we will be there, and you can come and walk dogs. You can come and pet dogs. You can come and visit with the cats. We've got plenty of dogs and cats there at the animal shelter, and we could always use the help. We've had so many wonderful people coming out to help us walk dogs. And the more people we have, then the longer the dogs can get out. Every Saturday, we try to get every single dog out for a walk. And as we always say, it helps us so much market those dogs. We find out about their personalities. We can really, it's just helpful to find homes for those dogs when we know how they walk, how they do with people, how they do with kids, how they do with other dogs. So please come out and help us find homes for all these dogs and help us walk them. It's good exercise too, of course. And you can come out and meet Angus. He's our pet of the week this week. Actually, you're not going to meet Angus. He's at Meredith's. I forgot about that. He's at For the Love of Dogs. So Meredith Dempsey is a boarder trainer, and her facility's in Wilsonville, and she allows us to send some of the shelter dogs there periodically so that they can get a break from the shelter. So Angus is about 3 years old. He is ready to go to a home. He's up to date on his shots. He's been neutered. He is a very, very strong dog. So we need an active family to take on Angus. And we will have a lot of information about him. So watch the shelter Facebook page, watch the Feral Dogs of Avondale Mill Facebook page. Now that he is with Meredith at her facility, she takes pictures, she gives us all kinds of information about his personality. So he's going to have his time to decompress and not be at the shelter. And I believe we've had donations for 44 or 45 days for him to be away from the shelter. So we always hope to find homes where they don't have to go back to the shelter. So make sure to message us if you have any questions about Angus, and we can give you all kinds of information, and let's find this pup a home. Looks like he's doing great with another dog right there. So we know he's okay with dogs, and he's great with people. So let's find Angus a home. And if you want to help with our whole homeless pet situation here in Sylacauga, please spay and neuter your dogs and cats. We have a voucher sale coming up at PetSense. It's going to be March 15th from 9 to 11, and we are there until we run out of vouchers. So make sure if you need a voucher to get there early. And this is not this coming Saturday, but March 15th. And these vouchers are good for Alabama Spay and Neuter in Irondale. So you can make the appointment and take your cat or dog there yourself, or you can make the appointment and they'll set you up on the transport. They do come down once a month, and they meet at the Home Depot parking lot on 280 here in Sylacauga. And you're able to put your dog or cat on that transport. They take them up on an early Monday morning to get them fixed, and you get your pet back mid-morning on Tuesday. So that is always available. They make it as easy as possible. When you come to the voucher sale, make sure you have cash or check, because even though we have it at PetSense, they are not the ones putting on the voucher sale, so we can't take a credit card. It's through the Feral Dogs of Avondale Mill, and we're able to do this $30 voucher sale because of the support from our county commissioners here in Talladega County, and also the city of Sylacauga. So when you see your city councilman or you see your county commissioners, make sure to thank them for donating toward this so that we can hold these spay and neuter voucher sales that are at a much reduced price, at least once a quarter now. So come on out March 15th, 9 to 11, and we can get you a spay and neuter voucher for your dog or your cat. Now we're going to get to my special guest today. I have Ellie Kate Porter here. She is our brand new preteen Miss Sylacauga. So Ellie, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Now you were just crowned Miss Preteen Sylacauga this past weekend, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So tell me about the competition.
Well, there was a lot of just running around. We got there at about 11,
Okay.
and we did interview, which went great. There was 3 judges, and you just kind of tell them about yourself. And then after the interview, you go to Beauty Walk, and it's so fun. There was something on the stage that I'm pretty sure everyone tripped over, but it's okay.
Oh no. So those things happen. You have to kind of ad-lib and figure out how to get around things in life,
Yeah.
don't you?
And after we did beauty, we did fun fashion. That was so fun. It's just very upbeat, and you just kind of get to walk around really sassy.
Okay.
And there was a girl, and she tells like them about yourself, like, because before you like enter for it, you have to fill out a form about yourself, and then they talk about you while you're walking.
Okay. Now what kind of things did they share about you?
I'm not quite sure. I wasn't really listening.
You were just focusing on walking and not tripping over whatever that was on the stage. Now tell me, so you have the interview and you get to walk out in a gown, correct? And then you also, the sassy outfit you said, you get to go out and have some fun with that. And then you had a lot of girls that were competing, it looked like.
Yes.
And a lot of different levels, different ages too. So do you know what all you'll be doing as preteen Miss Sylacauga?
Just really just like volunteering for the community.
Okay. Well, then we need to get you out at the animal shelter so you can walk some dogs and help with that. We really would love to have you come out sometime because you have your own dog, right? Let's talk about your pup.
Well, my dog's name is Sully. He's 5, and he's a golden retriever. He loves to just like run around crazy. He's hilarious. We have 2 other dogs like that live like right beside us,
Okay.
and he loves to play with them. I'm not sure what they are, but one of them's like really fat, and then one of them's like super skinny.
Okay.
But they both love to run.
And so I'm sure he's happy to have 2 dogs next door.
Yes.
That's one thing that we really see at the shelter is that a lot of the dogs just love to be around other dogs. So it's nice when they have that opportunity when you have your own pup to have some friends to play with and some things to do. Now, let's circle back to the Miss Sylacauga competition because you were telling me some stories about that day. You said that it was crazy and everybody was running around, and I'm sure with that many young ladies out there competing, there's probably all kinds of chaos. Well, there's a picture of you in your gown after you won. Now, you also, what else did you get besides, you got something else? You got another sash in your hand there.
That is Miss Photogenic, and then I won Fun Fashion too.
Okay. What are those medals?
One of them is Miss Photogenic, and then the other one is for my Fun Fashion.
Okay.
And then that's also what the
sashes
sash that
are.
I'm holding.
Okay. Now, you told me a funny story. I see that number on your dress. What happened with
Yes.
that number?
So we did like the beauty walk, and then we went and changed. And I was in line for Fun Fashion, and there was like 3 other people in front of me, and it was almost time to go. And my mom had forgotten to put my number on. So Madeline McMahon, she ran to get my number, and she put it on for me. But hey, I ended up winning, so it was worth it.
So you were able to get past it and get that number on there. So they knew who you were. So that's perfect. Now, have you ever competed before? Is this your first time doing this?
I did Miss Harvest Moon.
Okay. So you've done that before, and it sounds like you're enjoying it. And we look forward to having you as Miss Preteen Sylacauga. I think that you will do a wonderful job, of course. Now, you've got other things that you do besides competing. You've got softball, too.
Oh, yes.
Let's talk about softball, because you're a big softball player.
I love softball. I play for the Magic City Outlaws. It's so fun. And this weekend we actually have our first like spring tournament coming up, and I cannot remember where we're playing, but I think it's like a turf war or something, and it's gonna be so fun.
That's great. Now you've got with your team there. You've got people from the area that are in there. All kinds of people from different cities that are a part of the team with you. Where do you usually play?
Just really all over.
Just all over the place. And you've got the World Series coming up this summer too.
Yes.
Where is that?
That is in Panama City. Normally we play in Orange Beach, but I'm pretty sure that they decided to change it up this year just for something new.
Okay. Now, you play softball. Now, you don't play softball with school right now. It's not available to you just yet. But where do you go to school? And we didn't talk about how old you are and all those sorts of
I go to
things.
Fayetteville, and I'm 11 years old. I have like a whole bunch of friends that I go to school with. It's so fun.
And what's your favorite subject?
Oh, my favorite subject is probably math because I love things that puzzle my brain.
Well, that's great. And tell me, what do you want to do when you grow up?
When I grow up, I want to be a cosmetologist because I love to make people feel beautiful and I love to feel beautiful myself.
Well, that's great. And you are beautiful, and we, like I said, that's such a beautiful picture of you from the competition this past weekend, and we look very forward to seeing how you represent Sylacauga. You'll do such a beautiful job.
Thank you.
And then we also look forward to seeing you come out and visit the dogs and cats at the shelter. We'll get some good pictures of you. There's a picture of you with your dog right there. Is that you heading to school one morning?
That was my first day of second grade.
First day of second grade. And you're in what grade now?
Fifth.
Okay. So, yep, that's showing. And there, you could tell the puppy's young, and look how cute you
I
are.
think that's probably the night we got him, actually.
You look so tiny and happy to have a pup.
I was because I had been begging for weeks and weeks. And my parents told me that if I got, like, on our clip chart, the highest you could clip up was a rainbow. And my parents told me if I got rainbow 5 days in a row, I could get a dog. So I went in and I told my teacher, Miss Lansford, and she helped me out. And I ended up getting one.
So this clip chart was with school. And so were your parents really convinced that you'd be able to accomplish that? Were they surprised? So they knew. They just gave you something to
Which my
accomplish.
teacher wasn't just going to give it to me, but she of course wanted to help me out because she was super sweet. But she wasn't just going to give it to me if I didn't earn it.
Well, we are so glad that you got the pup, and I can tell from those pictures he is thrilled to be your dog. And so that was a good job getting everything where you could get the pup. And you would love to meet the dog sometime. You need to bring him by the office.
He loves to go swimming, like, because we live on the lake, he loves to go swimming. It's like 50 degrees outside and he still goes
He
swimming.
doesn't care. He's going to jump in the water. Well, that's good. Pups don't make the best decisions sometimes, but I'm assuming he's okay getting in that water if he's jumping in it.
Yeah.
You have to just trust him, I suppose. Well, thank you so much for coming on the show today, and we'll be on the lookout for you around town, representing the Miss Sylacauga competition as our new preteen. But
Thank you.
and we will talk to you sometime soon. Anytime you want to come on the show, come on and we'll discuss dogs, especially after you come out and walk dogs at the shelter. And don't forget to come out this weekend. We're there from 11 to 1, and we will be walking those dogs. But do watch the Facebook page in case we have some bad weather like we had last night, because we can't get the dogs out if it's storming. But if it's just a little bit of rain, we are there, and those dogs are happy to get out. They don't care if they get a little wet, kind of like Ellie Kate's dog there that likes to hop in the water at 50 degrees. And if you're interested in Angus, please let us know. Angus, again, is at For the Love of Dog in Wilsonville, but we're going to have all kinds of information about him. So if you're in the market for a dog, then be watching for his information, and we'll be posting pictures all along. So we certainly hope to get him a home before he has to go back to the shelter after his stay at Meredith's. And please come out next Saturday. We'll talk about it next week also. We've got our spay and neuter voucher sale 9 to 11, and don't forget, we're there until we run out, so make sure you get there early if you need a voucher. And we appreciate the support from the community, and we will have more Daybreak after these messages.
Dear humans, this is an adoption campaign, but it's not for me or Mr. Buttons or Frank over there. It's for you, humans. This is a call to humans to adopt our movement, to adopt our cause.
This isn't just about saving one of us.
It's about saving all of us.
Thousands of lives, every single day.
It's about support for every one of us four, and sometimes not four-legged best friends, waiting to meet a best friend of our own. With Best Friends Animal Society leading the charge.
Shelter by shelter. City by city.
We can save thousands of pets each day. Join us. Together we can save them all.